We are here. It is time for our Aspiring Homesteader series. If you are a maker or someone who just wants to have more control about the products that you use in and around your home and on your person, then this is a series for you. Hey everybody, it's Kerry, owner and maker of Couture Candle Company. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. This is going to be a several part series where I show you how to use different things that you have around your home. And if you don't, they're very easily acquirable. I'll link everything down below and it's gonna be a blast. So being a maker, I'm also inspired to create other things that are around my home, things I don't necessarily sell through my business. However, some of these things have been a big hit with family and friends who tested them for me. So you'll see along the way that some of these products will be available for sale. So we're gonna start off, I think, with a bang. I think this is such an important upgrade that you can make in your life. It's really cheap to make. You can make a lot and it lasts a long time. So the first thing we're going to make is laundry soap. Not laundry detergent, laundry soap, because detergents are harsh on your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin, on your clothes. They over time will fade and eat away at your clothing. The big selling point for me, for myself, to make this was I can control everything. I'm so sick of my clothes being scratchy, even though I was purchasing dye-free perfume and fragrance-free products like the all clear type of products. So I think it's better, just like with food, if you can make it yourself, you can control everything that goes into it. And if you do have an issue, it's much easier to troubleshoot. You guys are going to be so shocked at how easy this is to make. So today I'm going to show you how to make the powder version of laundry detergent. I do have a liquid recipe as well. It is a few more steps. There's a 24-hour overnight process period. So if you are interested in that, comment with the soap emoji below and I'll film it. All right, so here's what you're going to need. It's just a handful of ingredients. I love to say that because I know that with minimal ingredients and products, it's better, just like with food. Minimal, minimal, minimal. Less is more, as they say. The first ingredient you're going to want to grab, you can find this at Walmart, that's where I got mine. Amazon, I'm sure, has it as well, is the Arm & Hammer washing soda. Make sure you get washing soda and not baking soda. You can add baking soda to this. It can be irritating for people with super sensitive skin, so, which is my husband and me. I don't have baking soda in this, though you can, and I'll list it down below as an alternate ingredient if you want to add it and what the measurement is. I think it's a half a cup, but I'll have the full recipe written down below. The other ingredient you're going to want to grab, again, Walmart, Amazon, is borax. This is a heavy duty natural cleaner. It literally does give a boost to your clothes. And this is the ingredient that's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And with its partner, washing soda, it's fantastic. The next ingredient is any Castile soap. I like the Kirk's. A lot of people use the Fells Champa or I think it's Fells Champa. I like this. You can get a scented one if you'd like, but I want to control the scent that is going in here. And if you've seen my previous video, you already know what goes in here. So yeah, this is just, I think it's a 4-ounce bar. Yeah, it's a 4-ounce bar. You can buy it singularly. It's cheaper if you buy it in a big pack. If you are a soap maker, you can use the ends. Instead of this, you can grate up the ends and use your soap in this as well. That is all you need. However, if you wanted to add some fragrance, just to add a light little non-perfumey scent, or if you want perfumey, pick whatever you want. You can use an essential oil or a fragrance essential oil blend, which is what I'm going to use today. This is the Fresh Linen Odor Eliminator from Candle Science. You guys, I don't know why more people are not talking about this fragrance oil. It is a powerhouse. It's incredible. I love it. Use it for your homemade cleaners. Pop it in this laundry soap. You're going to be so happy. It is really bright and fresh. A little bit of citrus, a little bit of like linen-y type fragrance. Those are all the ingredients that you're going to need. And then the only tools that we need You're gonna need a grater. I'm just gonna use this one because it's what I have. You can use a box grater, you can use anything that you want, and just a bowl so we can mix it all together. And then at the end, when we're done, grab yourself a jar that has a nice tight seal on it, and that is how you'll store your laundry soap. For this recipe, depending upon how big your load is, you're gonna wanna use anywhere from 1 to 4 tablespoons. If you have a massive load or if you have a really grimy, dingy like towels or something, maybe we're sitting for a minute, probably err on the 3 tablespoons. If you have a small or light load, maybe go down to 1 tablespoon. I have to implore you to test this to figure out what is the right combination depending upon the types of clothes that you're washing. So some things that might happen is your clothes may come out and it looks like there's little bits of soap stuck to them. That is because you used too much laundry soap. So if you see that, throw them back in, don't add any more soap, and just run them through a rinse cycle. If your clothes come out and they still feel or smell dirty, you're gonna need to add some more laundry soap. Again, your mileage will definitely vary depending upon what you need in your family. Anyway, if you have any questions or if you need help troubleshooting, feel free to comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. That's it. That's all we need. That's all we got. Let's get into making some laundry soap. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Castile soap and we're going to grate it. Again, you can use anything that you have on hand. I like using this because it's nice and easy. So there it is, it's all grated, it's nice and fine. It almost looks like Parmesan cheese if you do the fine grate. Cleanup is going to be so easy because this is simply soap. So I can just run it under some warm water in the sink and it's all good to go. Next, we're going to do 2 cups of the washing soda. It's gonna be clumpy and it's gonna be powdery, but don't worry. We are going to break up those clumps. Okay. Next, get your borax. 2 cups of borax. All right, now the last step really is to just stir everything and combine it. I like to use my hand, it's a lot easier, and then you can break up all of those clumps. Some pieces that are like rock hard and will not break up like these, just pull them out and pitch them. All right, now this is the step where you're going to add your fragrance if you want it. If not, no worries. I'm going to use the Fresh Linen Odor Eliminator. I'm gonna start with, so I'm gonna do 2 milliliters here, and then I'm gonna just fold it in. Oh my gosh, that is so lovely. Oh, it's so good. Now, if you want a stronger scent, you could add more. However, I think that is perfect. I don't think it needs any more. That is it. Wow. Super fun, super easy. So now we're gonna grab a jar. So that is it. That is our homemade laundry soap. These make such a great gift for a birthday or Christmas, any type of holiday, honestly. What you could do is you could just put a cute little bow on it and then a little card that tells them what's inside of it or just how many tablespoons to use per load, made with love for you, something like that. But yeah, I think homemade items are the best items, honestly. Let me know down in the comments below if you made it, soap emoji, and how you enjoyed it. So now we've made our laundry soap. What goes with laundry soap? Fabric softener. So I don't use fabric softener. I stopped using it. I think it's just a waste of money. The chemicals that are in that just they're terrible for your clothes. Also, my clothes felt like slimy for lack of a better word. They just felt like they had a film on them, and it was because of the fabric softener. Even though I was using, you know, the all clear types of brands for fabric softener, once I stopped using it, the clothes stopped feeling slimy. So gross. Gross. So to go along with our laundry soap, we are going to make fabric softener. This fabric softener recipe is 2 ingredients, 1 if you don't want to add fragrance, and it's so easy. It is literally distilled white vinegar. Distilled white vinegar is nature's natural cleanser, deodorizer, fabric softener. I'm just gonna answer a couple questions that you may have right at the top before we get into it. Will your clothes smell like vinegar? No. If you were to use way too much, maybe that could happen, sure. So for each load, you wanna use approximately half a cup of the fabric softener. Again, if you have a smaller load, cut back, maybe do a 1/4 or a 1/3 of a cup. You really just have to play around with it. Where do you put this in your washing machine? The same place you would put store-bought fabric softener. That doesn't change. You're just gonna take approximately half a cup, adjust, your mileage will vary depending upon your load size, but a half a cup is good for a large load. So if you have a top loading washing machine, it's probably gonna be in the center there unless you have a separate fabric softener. I think top loading machines only have like a bleach, and then where the agitator is, you're going to put this in there. If you have a front loading machine, there is a spot for it when you pull out the drawer. I think it says fabric softener. Is this safe to use on all clothes? It's especially great for whites and bright clothing because it will brighten up faded clothes. You will think that you have new clothes. It's fantastic. Is it that dramatic? It depends. If you live in a state that has hot water, you're probably going to need to use a little bit more. But what's great about the vinegar is that it will help soften the water as well as your clothes. So if your washing machine for some reason doesn't have a dedicated fabric softener reservoir, you can simply add this during the rinse cycle. You are going to fill up your mason jar with 16 ounces of distilled white vinegar. If you want to double the recipe, just double it, or you can cut it in half if you just want to make a small batch to try it first. The distilled white vinegar is super cheap, so if you end up hating it, you just keep it and you can always use it for something else to clean around the house. This is I think it's a 24 ounce mason jar. Yeah, 24. I'm going to fill this up to the 16 ounce mark. You can stop here, or you can add some essential or fragrance oils. I'm just going to add a little bit. If you're doing essential oil, you could do like 20, start at 20 drops and see how it is. I'm going to use just a touch because I already have some in the soap. I am going to use about just shy of a ml. Just give it a little stir. Smell test. Oh, this is great. You can't even really smell the vinegar. So each time before you use it for the laundry, just agitate it a little bit, and then half a cup and you're good to go. There you have it, my aspiring homesteader DIY laundry soap and fabric softener. Stay tuned for the next video where we're going to shift gears a little bit and focus on products for ourselves. We're gonna make some cuticle oil. It's such a good, juicy cuticle oil. We're also gonna make some homemade lip balm and deodorant. If you're enjoying this, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment down below, and be sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss a single video in this Aspiring Homesteader series. It really helps me out. I'm also on a journey trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you aren't subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Again, it's a free and easy way to show your support for me, this series, and my channel. So if you're as excited as I am, be sure to stay tuned because we're going to have some fun here. We're going to continue to make and play, and it's going to be a fantastic time. So make sure you're subscribed and join our Couture Candle fam, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!